Like earlier, like in ServiceNow, like we were used workflow. Now the advanced concept will come into picture to automate the process. Okay, like in workflow, we were doing same, like we will automate the process using that workflow. In workflow, we have activity, like activity based concepts. In flow designer, we have flow, subflow, and actions. Okay, why like ServiceNow will move to workflow to flow designer is actually in this workflow we have like we have used a lot of script in this workflow. Using this workflow, is there any complex requirement? That time we have to use like 70% of code, JavaScript code in that workflow. That's why the ServiceNow team has decided to like no code, low code policy. Like, is there any requirement customer asking now? That requirement will like do in functionality only. Okay. But like we need to learn workflow also. Okay, we need like we like awareness of workflow. Then only we will go through about work order, not work order. Sorry, flow designer. Okay, like ServiceNow offers a range of solutions to support organizations' IT workflows, including IT service management, IT operation management, and also ServiceNow offers support other types of workflows, including customer, employee, and create workflows like that. Okay. Then like what type of questions? Actually, they will ask questions about flow workflow also. We have several activities in our core workflow. Okay, like we have set values, then approval user, approval group. Okay, then like create catalog task, approval action. Okay, what is the use of approval action, approval user, approval group, like that they will ask. Okay, so actually now like earlier they were like using workflow now. So any customer like they want to take ServiceNow tool, they will like follow flow designer only to automate the process of the service request. Okay, I will show you in real time. Okay, like what are the things are there in workflow. In that workflow, we have like core activities like that. Let me share my screen. Let me know once you are able to see my screen. Okay, this is our instance. Here, navigate to workflow. Okay. Under this workflow editor is there. Workflow editor is there. Click on that workflow editor. Then we are able to see the workflows what like which we have configured in ServiceNow. Okay, we have out of the box workflows. After that, okay, this is the workflow. Here click if we want to create new one, here we can click new workflow. We have published workflow and checkout workflow. Here we have a question like, so the workflow is in checked out state. Will it be captured in update set or not? That is the one question. Another question will come like after like we have done some changes, but we haven't published that workflow. That time what happened? While impersonating to other person, that time that changes will not be like occurred in ServiceNow. That's why whenever we are going to done our flow, that time we can publish that flow. Okay, then only it will work. And also after publishing of that workflow, it will captured under update set. Okay, here these are the out of the box update like workflows. We want to create a new workflow. Here we can click on new workflow. Okay, after that here we have core activities. Okay, here I'm going to click new one now. Okay, like this we have to create a new workflow. Here we can give the name, here we can give the like workflow name. Okay, I will open one existing change request normal change task. This is the one workflow. Okay, here we have core activities like this. Okay, approvals. Mainly we can use approvals and set values and catalog task. These are the mainly things we have to use in this workflow concept. Okay, like this activity is there. Okay, approval user activity means if we want to send a approval to a user manually, then we can use this approval user activity. Okay, then approval group. If we want to send that approval to group, then only we can use this approval group activity. Okay, like approval action. Approval action meant like if it is in waiting for approval or if it is in like let's say I will show you an example here. It is in published state now. Okay, here I'm going to open this create task. Okay, this is the like we have used the scripting here. Okay, we have the activities like this. This is the create task activity, but I want to show you like approval user activity. So the flow is in published, then we can't edit anything here. That also one question. Okay, if it is in checked out state, okay, checked out state, then only we are able to edit that flow. Okay, here we have checked out option and new workflow option. I can click this checked out, then I will be able to edit this start task. So if we want to edit, we should have to like check out this workflow. Then only we are able to do something. Like here this activity is there, approval actions. Just drag and drop here. It will be opened. Okay. Using this activity, just we have to select the stage here. Okay, and we have to select if this will be this approval wants to send to approve a particular user, then we can simply select the user here like this. Okay, and also approval group, nothing but we can send the group approvals. And also approval action means what action, like if it is approved, then we will update the state of service request as request approved like that. Okay, we have to do like this using this workflow, but we can take the basic information about this workflow. That's it. Why? Because like without this workflow concept, we can't go to like a flow designer. Okay, both are same, but that is the flow designer is the advanced concept. Okay, like this, like we have to use this workflow to automate the process of service request, like starting to ending. Okay, after a request will be raised now, end user and request will be raised. After that, it will, yeah, that request want any approval like manager approval, then we will trigger that approval. After that, that approval will be approved. Then if we want to create any task, we have to create that task. Okay, that create task using this catalog task is there. Here we have service catalog task, number task, we have create task is there. Okay, like that. As per the requirement, we have to use that particular activity. Okay, we have a business requirement sheet. Once we will open that sheet now, we might get the like idea. So we have created variables. We have to create variables. Then we have to give in approval for that particular form. Then task. Is there any task? Then we can create a task. That's it. The same thing we will do using Flow Designer also. Let's navigate to Flow Designer. This is the advance. Like same, Flow Designer is a platform that capability lets you automate business process in a single drag and drop design environment without the need of any complex code. Okay, it is easy, like we can drag and drop from data pills to activities like that. We don't want to use huge code in this Flow Designer. Like it has an automated sequence of actions that runs each trigger whenever conditions are met. That's it. Okay, we have flows, subflows, actions. Okay, decision tables. Like flows means main flows. Subflows means if we want to any subflow onto the main flow, then we can create subflow. Actions mean is there any actions we need like custom actions? Okay, that time we can use script. Like that functionality is not available in ServiceNow. No, that time we can use these actions to extend that functionality to what client requirement. Okay, I will show you. Click on new. Wait, I will open an existing business process approval flow. I will open any existing flow. And also we have three types of flow designers, like record based, data schedule based, and application based. Okay, like this we have configured. First we can give the trigger. Okay, after that we have to explain one flow at least, they will ask so I want this requirement, after submitting the form, I want to send a approval, then I want to send another approval, then I want to create a task. For that, how you can you have to configure the flow designer. Like that type of questions also they are asking. That time simply we can explain First we can take a trigger. After that, like we can take the get catalog variables. Okay, after that, like if that request has approval, then we can take ask for approval like this. Ask for approval. Okay, here we have select the request, like which request want that approval. Then here we have options called anyone approve, reject. Okay, we can configure like this. After this, if it is approved, then it will go to like this. If it is reject, then it will go to like this. If else conditions, those are the basic while loop, do while loop, for loop. It depends upon the requirement. We can use that. Okay, here we have like okay, in this flow we don't want to publish checkout. Okay, we don't have any checkout on public concept here, publish concepts. Like we have edit flow is there, just we can click on edit flow, then we can edit this flow. Okay, here I'm going to add anything, click on plus. If I can, like I want to add action, then click on action. Flow logic, then click on flow logic means if else conditions. If else for each, do the following until, do the paralleling, make a decision. Okay, wait for duration, like that. Oh yeah, subflow means we need any subflow under this flow, then we have to configure subflow, then we will attach that flow into this main flow. Okay, like this we have to configure. Here the ask could be like what are the uses of like how to use the flow designer to automate the process. What are the difference? What is the difference between workflow and flow designer? Okay, like that. Like we can answer like flow designer is a more modern and user friendly tool work for, but workflow like automation than workflow designer. Okay, like here also we have drag and drop simply. Okay, like here we have data pills. Okay, we can drag and drop from here also like this. Okay, like flow designer has a variety of features including reusable actions and an integration hub to automate integration with external system. But we don't have that integration hub. We have spokes here. Okay, we have like integration hub, spokes, all those things here. Okay, like this is the modern. Okay, workflow was like it was like ServiceNow already announced to disable that workflow feature like after a few years, means 2 to 3 years. Okay, later after 2 years we can use flow designer only to automate the process. Okay, is there any doubt on this workflow and flow designer? Okay, Okay, then coming to business rule. Business rule means like we have to perform the database operations using that business rules. We have to perform the database operations like before business rule, after. We have four types: before business rule, after business rule, like async business rule, and display business rule. Like before business rule means before data gets entered into the database, then we will execute that code. After business rule means after like data inserted into database, then we will execute that code. Async means that is asynchronous. We don't want to wait like data entered into database or not. Instant it will like executed asynchronously. Okay, display business rule means we can get the data from server side data to client side. For that we can use that display business rule. Okay, and also we have glide ajax method in this service now. For that glide ajax method, like we can get the server side data to client side. For that we can use that glide ajax methods. Okay, like that you have to prepare like by topic by topic. So like business rule, what is the business rule? First you can like you have to define that business rule, how later how it will use. Like we can use the database operation instead of SQL queries, like that. Okay, and also is there any doubts on business rule concept? Hello. Like you have to learn, then you will get more and more information about all those things. Okay, yeah, chalo then, bye. We'll connect tomorrow for next session.